Give you an update. Glasgow, she is still in intensive care, but Mike said they were already talking about moving her out. Her vital signs are good, and they did a brain scan, everything came back satisfactory and normal. But the problem was, or the problem still is, she is real confused. But that's happened before when she's had surgery with the antibiotics and medication or the anesthesia. She's always had a hard time getting everything lined up right. She did recognize Mike today when he walked in, so he was tickled to death about that. So, and she was getting a little feisty again, which is normal for her. So he was glad about that too. In fact, I think she threatened to have her husband beat up one of the nurses if they didn't do something for her. But he said if they can get her out, and probably what they're going to end up doing is eventually moving her to a rehab center because she did have a pretty severe break in that arm. They had to do plates and screws. I forgot, I think it might be 3 plates and maybe 6, 8 screws or whatever to hold everything together. So just remember her. Anyone else? Anyone else? All right. If there's no one else. Our choir was practicing along. Yes. Okay.
He developed COVID.
Oh no.
And he took the monoclonal antibody infusion.
Uh-huh.
And then a few days later, Tanya was tested positive. She's already had shots and everything. She was tested positive as well. And so she also had that same infusion.
And they're better.
And they're better.
Great. Okay.
So we think she wondered about the shots then.
Do want to encourage you if you test positive with COVID, go ahead. From all I've read and all I've seen right now, go ahead and encourage your doctor to give you that infusion. That seems to be a quick way to at least make the symptoms go away, or at least make you feel a whole lot better quicker. So, okay. Yeah, it's, I can't tell you whether to take the shots or not. That's between you and your doctor and God. But there seems to be a problem with some of of course, you never know, but a lot of people that have had the shots are getting it, but they do say it's milder. So we'll just pray that this whole thing is over very quickly. So, all right. Anyone else?
My brother's better. He's walking around, and they're putting him in a regular room. So that was good news we got.
Okay. All right. So, but he had a heart attack, massive heart attack, and bypass surgery. Okay. All right. Yes.
A friend of mine that I work with, his father has dementia, and he walked out of the house last night. His mother is also has dementia symptoms, and she didn't tell anybody until about 1:30 this afternoon. But they did find him just a little while ago, and I haven't heard any details on his condition, but they did find him, and he's on the way to the hospital.
Okay. Scott's friend's father with dementia walked out. So remember. And the reason I'm repeating this, sometimes they don't pick it up, and they're trying to record this and send this out. So I try to repeat it if I can. So remember Jeannie Langston's brother, who's doing much better with his heart bypass last Wednesday, and then also he's been moved to a regular room. Is that correct? Okay. Anyone else? Yes.
My brother and my sister-in-law just lost their baby. She was 22 weeks pregnant. There's serious complications happened, and he wasn't able to make it.
Was that your brother and his family, wife? Okay. Lost baby. So Crystal Wallace's brother, and they live where in in Wisconsin, so remember them, but they just lost a little baby, so, is that, it's what, 3 weeks old?
22 weeks.
22. Yes, Nancy, I'll go with you. Got a bunch of leave.
Melissa is friends with a painter named Mike. I can't remember his last name, but he is 50. And he dropped dead at work on Friday. He was 50. He got Melissa back.
Okay, Melissa's friend. And what was, did you say his first name was Mike? Okay. All right. And Becky?
Helen Moore, she came and spoke to the women's group about Bangladesh a couple of years ago, but her husband Greg passed away about 2 months ago, and her brother is in end stage of cancer, and she has just found a mass in her breast. Helen Moore.
So her brother, her husband's passed away, her brother's pretty dire, and then she just found she has cancer. Okay. That was Helen Moore that spoke here at a ladies' conference a couple times ago. Miss Faye.
I've got a praise report.
Okay.
I just want to thank everybody for praying for Ava. She's had her 3rd cornea transplant, and this time she can see. The doctor told us Thursday, Dr. Shaw told us Thursday that the cornea looks good, and that she is seeing better and better each day. So, thank you all for praying.
And how's Meldon doing these days?
Melvin's doing, he's still ain't able to go back to work, but he's doing better.
So praise report for Ava, and Melvin's doing a little better. Still not able to go back to work yet. Yeah, after having 3 cornea transplants and finally getting the 3rd one to work, that's something to praise the Lord about. All right. Anyone else? Yes.
Would you pray for my daughter Melissa? She has a herniated disc in her neck, which has activated a sciatic nerve down her arm, and she is getting no relief from constant pain 24 hours a day.
And so she's bringing all the grandkids over to your house to stay with you. Is that?
Yeah, I've been going over there every day
Oh,
for the last
okay.
week.
So pray for Mary too, and Melissa. Melissa, Mary's daughter's having neck and back problems with vertebrae, so remember that situation. Anyone else? All right. Mr. Trey, Gordon's going to lead. You going to lead us tonight? Okay. Can you do twice as much, but lead and sing and play?
We'll be seeing that.
Oh, okay, all right. Y'all stand and look towards Gordon, and we'll find out what happens.
I guess it's on. There it is. Oh, now I can hear myself. I was in a tunnel there for a moment. Wonderful words of life.
Amen.
That is not the key. Let's try that again. Sing them over again to me, wonderful words of life. Let me more of their beauty see, wonderful words of life. Words of life and beauty, teach me faith and duty. Beautiful words, wonderful words, wonderful words of life. Beautiful words, wonderful words, wonderful words of life. Christ, the blessed one,